Now meet a man doomed to go to bed with his bed.
Hang in there. Lonely guys don't stay lonely forever.
Steve Martin is the lonely guy. And he's the picture of happiness because he's seeing what goes on and what comes off at an all-girls private school.
That's perfect.
Friday Night Funflex. Coming your way every Friday night at 10 o'clock, 9 Central on HBO.
HBO presents Daryl Hall and John Oates' Liberty Concert, their 4th of July salute to the Statue of Liberty.
It just so happened that we ended the tour around July 4th, and we were available. It's sort of the beginning of the centennial year with the restoration of the Statue of Liberty, and it just worked out. It was one of those lucky, juxtapositions of space and time.
Daryl and John decided that a benefit concert would be the perfect way to give something back to the city that means so much to their music.
The summer of '84 was a very important year for New York music, and what was really happening it was leading the world. There was new ideas, things that had never been heard before, technological advances that had never been used before, and it all was really centered around New York and kind of reflected the street sound and what it really sounds like in this town. And so that's it. We just kind of absorbed it and threw it back out in our own way.
The rest of 1985 could mean new directions, as Daryl and John plan on doing some solo work.
I think that the next year, from now until next summer, I think there'll be a lot of opportunities for both Daryl and I to do all sorts of things. And we're going to stretch out a little bit, try to work with some different people, and I have some film projects and video projects in mind. Nothing really concrete yet, but they'll come together, I'm sure.
Well, that's the whole thing about doing solo projects. It breaks up the pattern and brings other people into it. Instead of us just working with each other and bouncing ideas off of each other, we spread out a little bit and get a different perspective on things.
With all this talk of solo projects, could this mean the end of Hall & Oates?
We don't have an exclusive hold on each other, we have an open marriage, Hey.
Actually, we're going to break up right now.
Yeah.
Right now, after this interview, that's it. We're breaking up. Okay? Is that good? I mean, people pay all this money for cable. They might as well get something out of it.
All kidding aside, the new solo projects actually confirm Daryl and John's commitment to one another as partners and friends.
The first time I did a solo record, which was a long time ago now, I brought that directly back into Hall & Oates, and really had a lot to do with changing some things around that wound up being successful for us. So hopefully it'll do the same thing again.
Daryl Hall and John Oates, the Liberty Concert, this month on HBO.
HBO Premiere Films from around the world. Original movies made just for you. The stars, the action, the drama, the excitement, all coming your way in the months ahead. In September, the powerful story that's never been told. As his nation fights for survival, he fights for his life. Anthony Hopkins, Susan Sarandon, and Bob Hoskins. Mussolini, the decline and fall of Il Duce. In October,
I have a message for New York City. As of right now, Central Park is mine.
he was sent to Vietnam to fight a war. When he came back, no one listened. When Tommy Lee Jones says, "The park is mine," the world hears him. Coming in November, a school teacher and her students become victims of kidnappers. Rachel Ward gives a stunning performance as we watch her build a fortress from raw courage. And still to come, Daniel J. Travanti as you've never seen him, in a remarkable portrayal of Edward R. Murrow, one of the most inspiring journalists the world has ever known.
Tonight, See It Now devotes its entire half hour to a report on Senator Joseph R. McCarthy.
Murrow, as the excitement builds for the months ahead, we're proud to bring you original movies with the biggest stars. HBO Premiere Films.
We're gonna make the magic shine all stars summer long on HBO.